Hello, my name is Carrie. I live in St. Paul, Minnesota, and today is planting day. I started this vlog last year on my rookie year growing a garden. It's hilarious to look back and see how naive I was on so many things. I love it. I'm still very naive. I'm new to this, but I am learning every year. So, and then of course it's Sunday. We totally overpacked our day. We have 2 or 3 big errands to run. I don't know if you can tell, but it's snowing and my daughter hasn't got out sledding in a while. And so, and I'm gonna explain some of the issues that I have just being prepared to plant today. So I have some errands I need to run before I can even get started. But I wanted to come and just show you what my plans were for the year. And then I will run my errands and then show you what we come up with. So, for those that were following last year, I had 4 raised beds. I had 2 8x2 beds and 2 8x4 beds. And I also planted around our garage. We have a detached garage, so I planted around 2 sides of the garage. I have quite a big expansion planned for this year. And when I'm trying to justify this expansion in my head, I am telling myself that this is it for my kitchen garden. So my backyard will really be my kitchen garden. And then after I think this set of expansions get built out, I will be focusing more on the front yard and the side yard and more of the ornamental landscaping that I want to do. So last year, if you can see this, oh no, how am I gonna be able to tell if you can see it? Oh, here, I can see it on my phone. Okay. So last year, like I said, we had these 4 kind of raised beds, and then I had this planting area in front of it as well. Oh, who's awake? Come here.
I dressed myself.
You dressed yourself? Look at how pretty you look. You look like spring. Come here.
How?
I'm talking to the people on my phone again. Remember when you're always like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, I don't know. You guys sit on my lap and help me? I'm showing them the garden. You have your stripe outfit on. Whoa! Hey, it's Sprout. We have a puppy now too. She's really excited. So in the area of the garden that I had last year, I'm gonna do mainly tomatoes and peppers and carrots and lettuces, onions, and garlic, which is already in there. And then the area that I'm expanding, if you can see, whoa, you can see this. So basically all along the fence, my neighbor's fence here, I'm gonna tear up everything to the sidewalk that leads to our garage. And I'm gonna make little kind of U planting shape areas. So I can plant things along the fence, and then I also have very short rows coming out. And I'm gonna do most of the things that like bush out so that they can, you know, it'll be in-ground planting, but I want it to kind of look like a bush a little bit too. So like things like cabbage, bush beans, squash and zucchini, broccoli, and Brussels will go over there. And then we also, Vivian and I decided we wanted to expand how many cut flowers we have. So we'll also plant some cut flowers over there. I think eventually I want trees over there, but I don't know yet which kind and what I want to do. And so along the entire fence line, I wanted something that was a little bit more dramatic than, you know, for the kitchen garden. So I'm going to do a row of 3 different colors of sunflowers and some sort of pattern. So I'm really, really jazzed about that. I think that's going to be really beautiful and fun. So that is our plan. I have 2 major challenges today. So one is I already planted an herb garden about a month ago that you can probably see behind me. And I'm out of space for, you know, growing. So I need to figure out, I'm not going to buy more grow lights for this setup because I am going to get a grow light system next year and I just don't want to keep investing in this. And so I'm going to need to find a space for all of those herbs, hopefully on a south-facing windowsill now that they're established, and then free up space for my seeds. The other problem that I have is last year, the seed starting system that I invested in was a peat-based system. So I got those peat pods that that expand, and that's what we planted in. And I have since learned that peat harvesting is really bad for the environment. And so I have an entire system that I don't want to keep investing in, and I need to find something new. I found what I wanted, and of course with COVID, it's been back ordered quite a bit. So I don't have the system I want. I have a few peat pellets left that I need to get used, but I'm gonna need to go to the store and try to find, I just don't wanna again, I don't want to invest in, it's more like investing in the plastic than the money, but like do, get things that I'm not intending to use long term. So I need to figure out what I'm going to start my seeds in this year, because right now I don't have a plan for that. So that's where we're going to start. What is Sprout eating? You eating a leaf? I think she's eating a leaf. So that's where we're going to start today, and we're going to see where we get, and we will keep you up to date as we do it. Thank you.
Okay, here's what I ended up with. This is actually the herb garden I was talking about. I realized you couldn't really see it. So a lot of these are like planted for indoor, outdoor. We'll see where everything goes. I do have my onions and my leek started back here as well. I did those from seed a few weeks ago when I started the herb garden. This is, I got this at Menards. I really like it, but it's kind of a bigger mix. I'm gonna put this on our table out on the deck. I just have this in here because it needed to be closer to the light. It wasn't doing very good. And then I have some of these over here that will be potted out into the outside garden, and then others that are just lots of kale that will probably go up on the deck as well. So this is coming along really nicely. Hopefully, I just fed it, so hopefully it has another little growth spurt here and we start to fill out. And then what I ended up doing for my seeds today is, so this is the end of the peat pellets that I had left that I had to use up. This is all of our tomatoes, and then I have 3 different kinds of melons that I'm trying this year. Minnesota Midget, Kajari melons, and Sugar Baby Rush watermelons. And so I did those and the tomatoes here, and then this is everything else. So, oh goodness, spinach, broccoli, zinnias, button flowers, I can't remember what they're totally called, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, a bunch of peppers, and some squash. So I bought these. They're about $4 each. I did these ones because you can bottom water, and I think I can cut them out. So as they start growing at different paces, I can cut them out. And then that same company also had these bigger things to pot up in. So for now, this is working. I'm missing, these clamp lights are really cheap. I had one more going last year, and if I had one, it would be perfect until everything kind of started sprouting up. I do have these on heat pads as well, but I don't know where that other light is. So this will work for now, and then hopefully once they outgrow this and we start potting up and we need more room, this stuff has all moved out of the way and we can use these shop lights again, and we will be set to go. So excited to have this done. It's a start. Happy gardening season.